Ah! How's it going, guys? Back with an update on the Voltaxic Burst Assassin I'm working on. So, I found out something interesting. As this gem levels, it is sometimes gaining a bonus to its radius, which then magnifies all the AoE scaling that I put into it. So that's really cool. The AoE is looking real juicy. It's about as big as my Orb of Storms now on the AoE, which is fantastic. Um, Things are going pretty well. I was getting one shot a lot and stuff, so I decided, okay, now's the time to push down to phase acro. So I did that along here, got the life along the way. And since then, it's like, okay, my next biggest issue is that Flame Dash sucks. So, I need to get up here to Dark Arts and get this cooldown recovery rate, movement skills. Um, yeah, and get all this cast speeds, 10% cast speed up there. And then I'm probably going to push over to Purity of Flesh. I want to get Arcane Potency, and then I want to get Sovereignty. And here's why. So I'm currently using added lightning damage in my links with Voltaxic Burst, Less Duration, and Spell Echo. Less Duration and Spell Echo are just kind of mandatory, I think. So if I take out the added lightning damage and put Elemental Focus in, I can no longer shock. And the damage actually is right around the same. Actually, with some gym levels on the Elemental Focus is slowly edging out. But if I do that, like, I want to turn off my Vitality, throw in summon Skitterbots so that I can still shock stuff. And I just don't have enough mana. I got like 30.7 mana not reserved. And this takes 35, so I need to get some reduced mana reservation, which I can do over here with Sovereignty, and I'm going to be pushing it up over here anyways, because Purity of Flesh is really nice with the Chaos Res, and then I can grab Arcane Potency over there as well. So, that's my plan for the tree. Let me throw this back in here, and let's look at how it's doing. I'll run to the bottom Solars too. I should probably mention here that my Orb of Storms is linked with Hex Touch Conductivity, and then I put Innervate on this. So, Innervate, it says, grants innervation for 8 seconds on killing a shocked enemy with supported skills. So, if my Orb of Storms happens to kill an enemy that is shocked, I get a like flat lightning damage added on, which is really cool, and it actually does that pretty often. So clearing stuff, I've noticed that I want to jump in and drop my Orb of Storms, because I used to be like running up to monsters and pressing my like skill button to try and kill them, but everything happens on a delay with this. So you have to cast first, dive in, drop the Orb of Storms, curse with conductivity, and then let it blow up. That has made things feel a lot nicer. And look, here I got this Innervate, just extra added lightning damage from the Orb of Storms. I'm still not finding a good place to like use Cold Snap a lot or the Wave of Conviction, because I constantly want to be casting this. It feels a lot like the very like initial version of Blade Vortex, where it could stack up to 50, and it was just almost impossible to do that. You just need to stack as much speed as possible. Okay, items dropped are fully linked. I need this, and then we'll grab that. Grab all of these things. Is that lightning damage? It is. So we'll take this. Sure. Alright, so yeah, these are really easy because you can get to them before they pop. Drop the Orb of Storms. It's, like, you gotta keep casting. If you stop casting this, you're just gonna like have windows where you're not doing damage. And it kind of feels bad, but the explosions is getting bigger, the damage is everything getting bigger. Oh, and another thought, with this Elemental Focus, it says support skill is still 28% more elemental damage. It says in Voltaxic Burst that explosion deals base damage, lightning damage equal to 6% of corpse's maximum life when the corpse explodes, and that is not affected by modifiers to spell damage. So this is adding that lightning damage, so that might be affecting it, I don't know. But Elemental Focus is a more elemental damage modifier that would affect the explosion. Like, I'm trying to scale not only the damage of the Voltaxic burst, but also the damage of the corpse explosion. That's why I'm getting more damage from restoration. Spell echo I feel is required to get the repeats. But if I went elemental focus, then I went intensify, that gives area damage per intensity, and then I went um, inspiration, get the inspiration charges. That's elemental damage as well. So that probably, I think, and that's my 6th link, and I'll end up dropping added lightning damage. So yeah, hopefully I can get my Tabula today. And I dropped a logbook, and I got to pick between circle and order, and I took the circles, so I'm probably getting that Tabula today. I'd like to hope, because I got a ton of lesser circle things, and I also just got a blueprint in the last zone, which is really cool. Getting a trinket early that can duplicate the they called rogue markers from smokers caches or enemies, either. I'll be fine with either. If I can get one of those from that blueprint early, that will make doing all future blueprints far easier. Well, let's look at that. It's like I'm imagining that explosion being the size of my screen and just blowing up screens worth of stuff with this. I really hope that works out. That's what the plan is. And yeah, and I'm also getting elusive on crit now from my cruel lab. That stacks with the dodge from acro phase acro, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go profane wands. Which means I'm not going to be able to get fortified in any way, so I'm just going to have to be able to mitigate whatever hits I'm taking. But yeah, it's feeling good. Not the happiest with the boss damage right here. But we'll fix that, because eventually we're gonna buff the base crit chance with Deadly Infusion. And then I can really start getting into more crit stuff. Throat Seeker up into Arcane Potency, like I mentioned. So, we'll see how it's looking once I get it into maps. I'm really excited to see what happens if I juice like pack size a lot, where this goes. So, we'll look at that. All right, I have a map device. I have not run a map yet. This is gonna be the first one. I'm gonna do that here. So I found out that Voltaxic Burst gets its 6 radius at gym level 19. I've got Elemental Focus in on the passive tree. I got Sovereignty. So I was able to drop the Vitality and run Skitterbots. So I could use Elemental Focus. So that's looking good. I threw in Enduring Cry. Leveling Inspiration and Intensify. I've got a whole slew of Voltaxic Bursts leveling the offhand. Everything's good there. Orbital Storm's Conductivity, Hex Touch, Innervate's still there. Ideally, I think I'd like to get this to on a trigger wand with Cold Snap, Assassin's Mark, and Wave of Conviction. Here, that'll just automatically trigger every 8 seconds, and then I'll transfer some stuff out of this. That's going to be a bit. I hit this pretty awesome wand. T3 flat lightning with big cast speed. Crafted spell damage on there. That one's pretty solid. This one's I've had for a while. Dropped from a logbook that I did. Fractured crit multi. That's just how it rolled. I didn't have the means to reroll it. So, I did what I could with the gear that I'd just been dumping. To get my resistances squared away for maps. Chaos Res isn't looking great, but that's also why I got Purity of Flesh. The last point I put in was over here. I'm trying to get as much life as I could. I finished the campaign with like 2,005 life. I think that's what it was. So I needed more life. I don't know that the Scion Life Wheel is feasible. A lot of points down into here. Elemental Equilibrium's out of question, but there is a play for Ash, Frost, and Storm right here. That's big. Elemental damage plus reduced effect of Chill and shock. And I could also come up here for really reduced effect shock, so shock won't matter as much. Same for chill. And then just have an ignite flask or something. But yeah, let's jump in and do this map. Then go find out if I get to rock this with a tabula. I got my Merc Lab done. Oh, perfect. And I get my control click vendor in my first map. That's huge. Elemental Equilibrium also doesn't matter if you one-shot the mobs. So, something interesting there. What do we got? This is 2-gen. I really don't care as much about making sure I maximize the value out of this. Oh, I get 5 now. Cool. I love it. Like, the explosion is amazing. I'm not the happiest with my crit chance at the moment, so maybe I work in the Diamond Flask for an extra bit. Let's see, what is it looking like here? Like 40% crit chance? And I grabbed the Enduring Cry just for the extra little bit of fizz mitigation that's desperately needed. Okay. Fusion is cleared up. I don't have the Chaos Res to handle the desecrated ground very well. Kind of a problem. I also don't have much life regen either. Maybe I need to switch to Eternal Flask. They're only better on dodge builds anyways. To have the Eternal Flask, I think. Hey, you got a level. Means I can grab this life and blood. Almost a 3k life. Oh boy. Yeah, this might be pretty much a glass cannon in its entire existence, but it's very satisfying. That right there. I run out of life flasks. Why I can't play this game anymore without the Enduring Cry since they made it regenerate life. Like I just haven't been able to do it, and I'm skipping the alvas. I might come back for them once I finish the map, but it's gonna take too much time and I don't have Chaos Res. It's so awkward of a skill sometimes. Once I get this at gym level 19 though, oh. That extra 1 radius is gonna be huge. If I get that tabula, we're gonna be in business. But yeah, it's so satisfying. It's feeling pretty good on the map clear. I need to shore up some like movement speed stuff. And I'm not happy with the boss damage at the moment, but I think that's a crit multi issue more than anything. If I had the Vol Cold Snap, I could get frenzy charges on the boss. Lightning damage, rank 3. Yeah, that means I can up the flat lightning damage on my other one. More damage. Oh, T2 map already. This Metamorph is going to destroy me, I feel like. Unless I can use the mobs at spawn to like explode on the Metamorph. I've got enough AoE that these explosions are looking pretty massive, so I guess we find out. Let's get this guy. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Yeah. All right. What do we got here? We got to take the catalysts and then make it as safe as possible. What is this? Rear weapons. Okay. Drop a portal. Drop this and hold down the button. Flasks. Give conviction just for a little bit of help. The skitter bots, I love being able to see the numbers of my shocks and chill on the enemy. I should have gotten the cold snap down earlier. Those frenzy charges help a lot. Damage wise. There we go. I actually did that map deathless. Pretty happy about that. It's only gonna keep getting better and better and better. Yahoo. Now the question is, do I just ride out the Tabula, or do I just like grind out channel maps for Carcass Jack? I think it's 8 cards I'd have to drop off the boss. From my previous experience, it's like a 1 in 10 chance maybe. That's like 80 channel maps. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. Let's see if I can get a Tabula. Because I got a logbook, and I got a lot of these splinter or artifact things. Win it. Gamble for items. Yeah, I got 954. Yeah, this one costs 27. Oh, only 13 rerolls? Oh, I'm gonna run out of Astragali. Oh no. Oh, here's a bunch. Oop. Now they all rolled rare. It's gonna be an Astragali problem now, though. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Need something?
Oh boy. Come on. We need this Tabula. We need this Tabula. Okay, not in that group. Getting lots of rares. Okay, Campbell. Come on. Nope. In there. Here.
I've got a few more.
Uh-oh. Running out of rerolls. One more chance. All I get for today. And yep, no more rerolls. Well, no Tabula. Alright, well, that's a good do it for me for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit the like button and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow with a build guide for the Cold Snap Vortex Raider that I league started with. I'm going to put this on hold and try to make that character as best as it can be for tomorrow. Anyways, see you later.